Hello, new camera. Okay, we did most of the hello new camera. This is the first footage. We did most of the footage of the Disneyland trip, the final episode of the Kal Kat show on the cell phone and on the other camera and on Mark's Cards' camera. I'm recording to you from the new Canon camera. We took a little bit of footage on this old dead one, but we knew it was dead, so we only got a few of the, I think we did the Imaginarium thing on here, or at least part of it. And there's some other, like, still shots and footage and thing, and we can't get it off. Now, when you open the old camera, hilarious, when you used to open it, the screen would light up white and you couldn't see anything in the viewfinder. Now, what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to take it apart. And when I take it apart, I'm going to go inside it, and then I'm going to remove hopefully the memory. I tried to get it off with the computer. I was able to get 3 pictures off of the camera part of it, and now the hard drive on the old camera, which lasted for 5 years, only acknowledges the existence of, say, the camera part. So it's not seeing the hard drive. Now, according to some of the tutorials on the model just before this one, the 20, this is the 30, and I'm filming with the 600. On the earlier model, it says that there is a card in here, a flash card. And I have a flash card reader on my computer, and it should be compatible with the computer's flash card reader. I should be able to get that card out of this computer, unless I can't get the viewfinder working. If I can do that, then I might be able to get to the interface. The interface is fried, but it might be unfriable by going inside and adjusting something. So, I'm going to attempt that. Creates. Removing the command panel here. Come on. Oh, I have that's not a Phillips head, that's something else. I need a Phillips head. A German screwdriver. A smaller one, perhaps. Pretty weird screws in this one. There we are. Okay. Taking you apart. Probably a very, very bad idea. Let's remove the panel from the top of this camera and make it the operation to be successful. To the German success. Come on. Got one screw off. I hope that's going to go off. Let's try this one. Okay. Pew. Come on. It's hilarious as I'm recording this. Hee. I'm going to pause this right here while I take this bad boy apart. Okay. Once now, I have the camera on, be getting good shot of it. And yeah, pull up a little bit here. Okay, we're going to pull I've taken out the screws. Oh, I think of every piece of this. Maybe I missed one. Plates. Baffle plate. It's not really a baffle plate, but this should be off. This piece should be off. That piece should be off. I should be able to pull this old camera apart at this point. But for some reason... Aha, there's one left in there, the little bastard. There's like a little... This model has a little... detachable penis. Okay. Okay, I got all the screws out. It would seem that the housing should literally come apart at this point. Here. Somebody's still holding it. Oh, 2 more screws. Oh no. So you can see what I'm doing. Actually, this is not a tutorial. This is me being the Frankenstein doctor, operating on the zombie camera to make the perfect Serbian zombie camera. Well, not so. Yeah, it's gonna be because I'm making the zombie. The perfect nasm to operate on the zombie camera. There we go. The other one, I did not manage to actually stick this into. Because you see, that would be too easy to get that last screw. Yes. I'm recording it. Come on. There we go. You bastard. Just out of view and there we go. Skankwerken. Skarberfruken. It's not actually Schneidenfruden because that would be getting pleasure out of someone else's pain. It would be completely different. Yes. So not be Schneiderfruden. Come on. It's not actually on, I'm just making noises. I'm going to pop off the outline case. Tool number 6. So removing the case. Groove. Pop off the case. It's a delicate instrument inside the camera zombie. Okay. Camera zombie. Turn up there. Hold on a minute. There we go. Oh. So, hello again. Mind camera destroying fouling people. As you can see, I've taken apart the crappy camera. I don't know if the other footage recorded, but here is the zombie camera, the Frankenstein's monster camera, and here is what's a control panel with all of these pieces for the thing. Now this is the lens and hard drive to the camera, and hopefully, even though all that other stuff has been taken off and all of this has been opened up, including the battery pack, I don't think I'm going to be able to plug this in anymore because all the interfaces have been pulled off but not snapped off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the card out. So, although this is a camcorder and it's light years ahead of the one from 1985, 30 years later, 30 years ago, it's still basically a camcorder VCR. So, I should be able to pop this off, go inside it. Ooh, to enter it from behind. Yes, it would be beautiful. Or, I won't be able to do it. Let's see. I'm going to need to go here, I think. Yes. Image processor. Now, dismantle the image processing unit on this here. And removing the plate from here and here. Yeah. No, not German. Let's see. Yeah, I missed it. I missed a lot of screws earlier. So, yeah. Now I'm touching this, probably completely destroying it. Oh, shit. Wow, that really does not want to come on. So I'm going to leave it. Okay, so that's the on-off switch. Plug that in there. That's a little explodable thingy. This should be the thingy. Yes, so let's see if I'm recording that. Actually. Yeah, so yes, I didn't think there was anything on that old SD card. But here we are, trying to get the imager off. Okay, yeah, incidentally, I did find out what went wrong with the camera. And it would have been far more seriouser than just the screen going dead. Over here on this piece, which was like that, inside there's an internal mechanism with a little prong. There's a little thing that connects to this thing. This thing. Well, inside this thing, it was damaged. Okay, I think this is working, and I've gotten and opened the camera. And hopefully, Mark's Cards has footage of the on the other. We did record footage with both cell phone cameras and the camera. So this was a redundancy. We brought this one anyway. But all of the footage on it that was on it is completely gone. So yeah, we got all we could get off of this. Fortunately, we had redundancy factored in already. Yeah, so there isn't an extra card in here. It's a memory chip. It's not like the 10 model. It's the 30 model. It's a memory chip. And there is no way to read this memory chip. But yeah, there it is. Yeah. Get the horror of the autopsy is completed. The camera's dead. Old camera's history. Yes. Excellent. Okay, it is the 11th of November. And this is more of the dead camera. Now, as you can see here, it's the dead camera. It's completely dismantled. I mean, thoroughly just now during the debate thing, which I am not going to cover. I'm not covering the debate thing. Yeah. So here is the brain, the processor chips, and all that. Yeah. So this, there's no way to get this stuff off of the camera. I don't think it actually recorded anything. It said that there was 3 gigs, so we missed It's a Small World, and we missed commentary, and we missed one of the other things. But all the parades are on the other film, so we got that. And Mark's Cards will have more, but on his, we have and more pictures. So we have a lot of footage. Yeah, about an hour of the different videos and parades. And about another half an hour of Kal Kat pictures. But we have more coming from Mark's Cards. Now this camera here from the Disneyland trip, this camera died before the Disneyland trip, but we brought it anyway thinking it would work. This is small is not on there, and Pirates is not on there, but he has that. So this is the monitor screen. And what was broken on the monitor screen was this little wire here. Now it might look like it's okay, but as you zoom in, it isn't. So that was damaged here. This is scraped right there. Yeah, so it was messed up. There was a YouTube video for one of these, or it might have been the 20, saying that you could just swap the monitor off of this and replace it. You cannot do that. There is no way a novice camera guy can do that. I unscrewed every screw around, well, they probably expected a camera guy to do it, but a novice guy, no. But even so, if you had figured out a way to unscrew the plates for that thing, to get to the other section of this thing, that would have been this. Yeah, it doesn't just come off easily. The screws for this are inside on the other edge of the imager. So in order to actually get to them, you'd have to take it apart, completely apart, to get to the screws on the other side, undo them so that you could pop the casing apart, because you can't just pop the casing off the outside. So that's bull. You can't do that. Also, there is some electricity still on one of these little leads, which is weird. So yeah, as you can see, the old camera, the F30, is completely dead and in pieces. And yeah, we knew it was dying. We took it along for fun anyway, for shits and giggles, and it didn't work. So here we have the new camera filming the dead old camera. Very meta. That's what we did in the first season of the Kal Kat show. And Kal Kat is going to be back in some other form other than just the regular show. So yeah, that's what we were down at Disney arranging. So here we are, finale stuff, behind the scenes stuff of this totally dead camera. We have more pieces in here if you want to take them out, see them. There's a piece here, here's a piece there, here's a piece here. This, if you just replace the glass, like it cracked or something, taking this off would destroy it, and you couldn't just tape that glass back on there. That's a little connector, and that connector, if that's broke, you're done. That's mainly what broke, actually, is this little guy out here. So even if you replace the other one, which is not possible with this model, you could not have. So yeah, so here we are. This is a completely dead Model 30 camera being shot with a 600. So yeah, it is done. We found out what was wrong with it. And actually, in addition to the monitor having a issue, we had another of these little very, very ingenious, clever things. And connecting this, we had another issue going on in there with the processor. It was like it wasn't talking to the imager. There's here, what's left of this thing, the imager, this little guy. Okay, what was happening is, and I don't know much about cameras, but I know enough to know from old VCRs and the larger camera that that's the image processor, the lens, and all that stuff. There was a disconnect in there that was preventing the computer from taking the last of the data. So it said, oh, you just have a camera and got the pictures off. That's about it. You did get the pictures, but not the video. Let's see. So we have the disconnected wire somewhere in here. Where is it? I'll show you the disconnected wire. There's one of them. You can see it snapped right off. Yeah, I think it's this one here. No, that one's all right. It's not that one. Which one is it? Where is it? This is a little. This is the imager for the back of the eye on the camera inside. Little imager, little dude. It's kind of neat. And then you can take like this piece here. Where is it? The round piece. Imager piece. The Borg eye. kind of cool. Yeah, so... But there was a piece that was ripped. And I think that over here somewhere. Piece that was ripped. Oh, there it is. Okay, this is part of the computer that leads to... This is the back of the monitor screen. And like the Panasonic, this is a AVCD. This is another one. This is a... It's not the Sony. This is the Canon version of this. But this actually, all these parts in here. Let's see if I can find it. See if I can find the little guy. Where is it? Little parts in here. Where's the little print on the back of it? There, I think that's it. Somewhere on this is written Sony. So this is actually a Sony product. All the innards are Sony Panasonic / innards. And it's just what that is, and that was the case with many VCRs. So it is essentially Sony pieces, but done with a new cover for each time. And yeah, it is impossible to open this thing up and look around inside it, which is why when something goes wrong on one of these camcorders, there is really no point in taking it to a camera store, because you're going to pay over $100 to get it fixed, because they have to take the whole thing apart to get to that part that's messed up, like the part that broke on the end of this guy. So yeah, on the end of the monitor thingy, which is connected to the monitor, we have the monitor, and this is the TV, okay, Sony TV, and little neat mirror thing in. I'm not going to keep any of this, but here's the mirror. You can see me filming you. And yeah, this is the TV, Sony. And there is a ripped off, broken connector on both sides. So the interface died inside, burnt or melted inside, so that I could not do connecting what was left of the video to the card. And it was lost. So there was no way it would record video anymore, in addition to the monitor going white. I think the reason it was going white is because that lead was melting. And in addition to the other lead that was melting. So there you go. There's the diagnosis of my autopsy. And as you can see, it is not a Sony camera. It is a very dead autopsy camera. It is done. It is destroyed. And now, I'm going to set this down here, and I'm going to put it all in this bag. This is neat. A little battery thing. That's a speaker, actually. Love it. All of these micronized things are very cool. It's very neat. But yeah, I'm not going to use any of it. There's little screws everywhere. E-waste, so yeah, I would have to go to the e-waste place. I would give it to Mark's Cards to take to the e-waste place. We don't want this in the landfill. Harkening back to the original pilot. And yes, there will be more Kal Kat, but it's more than Kal Kat. Discussions out there with that. Possible stories, and of course more Star Trek Chimera with this new camera, and yes, so there we are. Yeah. Okay, and another thing we won't be needing, because one is not compatible with it. It's hilarious that I'm filming me throwing it away here. Battery pack. Battery pack's going in there. And everything's going. Well, not the screwdriver. Cut.